but the rest of the team aren't close enough to close in. Summer will fall first, but Scowie has to pop the stopwatch, but immediately goes pop afterwards, and now Caps is sliding forward and gliding forward. Elioya falls, the bailout brings him back for a second, but it's not enough before he's shut out of the fight. G2 ace MDK around the Baron.
The team fight from G2 is just too strong.
Merwin goes forward, hostile takeover, only hits onto BB. That's not really the target you want. Frescowie goes in, only hits onto BB. It's still not the target you want as the Baron falls to G2. And Summer flashing away, Caps trading down towards the bottom side as he finds an answering kill. Mickey's already fallen, but G2 now start to collapse. Elioya caught out. Nothing he can do, the last man standing, but G2 wipe away MDK.
The patience from G2 paying off dividends there. They know Halo.
In the way, it's Pentarangle here in the rivalry that everyone's been talking about when it's Spain versus Scrag. Super roars with a pentakill. Super!
Up and secure 2 towers. That's a lot of standing gold kind of put back into their pocket as an engage comes through from Bo.
Mickey with a good buffer there to get the jump back out. On Summer trying to trade with Upset, who cleanses away. Oh, it's Mikhails who's actually used on him. Mickey with a re-engage, and Upset then uses the cleanse, but shut down by Yike, and now the follow-up continues. Bo tries to flash a wall, but can't get away. Flash forward with a heartbreaker.
He took a lot of damage there as he engaged. Niski can't be part of the fight, but he has to stand aside as X-Kick runs on back in. Look at the spiraling death. It's Perks who's doing the damage. A big shutdown, but the range finally comes through. X-Kick gets a kill. Niski comes over the wall. Perks is out, but why did Niski do that? He had Flash available too, and the ulti. SK are botching it up, Dagda. And I think Vedius is going to astound me as we watch this fight play out. Irrelevant with the red carpet laid down. LeBron fought out. He has to flash over. He was isolated.
So I think the...
Okay, hold on, everybody calm down. We have to stop. We talk about this very serious thing. A player forgot to bring his pillow on stage. Everybody?
Hello. KC ready?
Yeah, KFC is ready.
KFC is ready.
KFC is ready, I see.
Oh my god, I'm going to this action. My clicks are just like if Gumayushi possessed me.
Noah's going for this. Lightning Crash. He can chase Comp down. Comp has the cleanse, but it's not really going to help you in this 1v1. The spears go in, but Noah should secure it. He flashes, the spear misses, and Noah takes it. Lisana Kaib for Yankos as he gets another, but BTO able to shut him down in the end.
Kill the way. Nice, kill the wall. Kill the way. Nice. Guys.
We are pre-hotfix. That said, a dive would be a great way to do it. Hansama knocked back at the wall. It's clean, and the flick back not gonna miss this time.
No flash area, okay? It's
slow.
Nice, Caps, nice.
And Ignar gonna do what he can to disrupt. Ballbreaker charge up the flash forward in. Upset now laying down a lot of damage. They might be able to get one. That's one already. Ignar trying to get a kill back. Flash up from Dargo. He hooks back in. Does go down, but it's a double on the bottom side. Hansama's coming in as well. There's just nowhere for Ice to go. It's not enough to happening. Give it to him. Flap, baby. That's a baby dragon, and that's a pentakill. That is gonna cost him his life. Irrelevant. Just get knocked down here. Gold card locked in. Kill gonna come through. Mirwin picking that one up. And first blood for Mad Lions Koi.
I misclicked my foot.
Red card, motherfucker.
Go in. Good job. Nice. Good job, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go. Go, guys. Don't keep killing me, please.
Get it on.
Mother. Let's go, guys. Nice job. Nice job, bro.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Pillow has been secured. We will return to the game. That was the weirdest pause I've ever experienced. Thank you all for bearing with us, but it was brief.
I get it, you know, when you want to be comfortable on your gaming chair, you need everything to be perfect. I get it.
Yeah. I need to know if he had the lumbar pillow as well, though. Like if he had the entire collection, or was it just the neck pillow that he used?
We will find out today. Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of the Spring Split here in the LEC, live from the Riot Games Arena in Berlin, Germany. My name is Shox, and today I have Goldberg and Dagda here joining me in Ready Check to take a look at what happened on day 1 and of course make some big sweeping statements about the state of the league. And let's start by taking a look at the standings in that regard. And could we classify it as simple as on the one hand or on the one side we had the teams that lost to Smolder or let him through, and on the other side the winners?
I mean, depends who you are, right? I still see Giant X on the right side. They had a Smolder, so you know. Outside of that, yeah, Smolder definitely left his mark yesterday. But I also still think, regardless of that, we still had some insane matches. Personally, I thought MDK versus SK was super hyped to watch too.
And Karmine Corp won a game.
Yay!
I was like, what took them 7 games to do last time around? They managed to do their first day. So look, it was a little bit messy. Let's be real, but like, still, it's sick to see them at least picking up one on the first day of the split.
Absolutely. I don't know what happened there. I'm actually not
vitality
sure.
is no more.
No, I'm actually not sure. But that's a good point about KC, and I think, of course, we have like the ultras from all the other teams, you know, and memes and whatnot. But I think it's just great if they get off to a better foot, if they get a better start, and if they are competitive in the
And all
league.
they have to do is face like, you know, some really Fnatic and G2 for the rest of the
Yeah,
so it's fine.
easy. The match of the week today for them. That's true. But maybe this is exactly what they need. We talked about Smolder already, and I think we are a bit late. We've seen this happen in other parts of the world already, Goldberg, but it's just way too oppressive.
Oh, it is. And it's just the fact that it's so simple, it's so safe, you just scale, and it's not even like you think, all right, 30 minutes, now this Elder buff start popping in. It's like, no, best Smolders we see get it already by 20-minute mark, and then you already have the execute available to you. And yeah, 24th Smolder pentakill since it's been enabled in pro play happened yesterday as well with Hansama, so the champion's definitely leaving its mark on the league already.
It's just disgusting. The fact that your Q can like hit not only front line but back line as well. You got a ton of safety with the flap. Like it's just
Flap
that ability. Like even the way like when you're underneath tower you can hop over the wall to make it really hard to dive. You like he's so much safety. You're able to hit from so far away with Mom, and it's such an obnoxious champion to deal with. And then as you say, the execute. It's a champion made for giving extra KDA.
Yeah, and you can even see with the goal difference on average, right? Like, it's not like you need to be ahead on anything like that. You just need to be surviving. I'm just saying they're not giving my Shyvana this treatment, okay? Like, it's certainly all I'm seeing, but it's just a release date diff, and we're feeling it right now.
Yeah, we are. In terms of flap, my favorite things yesterday were Dracos doing the flap, and then Pad when he came on stage and did like this to Carzzy as well, and then flap. That was really funny. Another champion, though, that we saw yesterday, interesting, and that Goldberg actually already tipped off before the start of the show was Volibear, right?
Yeah, so Volibear is one of these things where I've already played against him in solo queue, and at first when I played against it, I was like, this seems weird. Why is he building this? And then suddenly I wasn't able to kill the champion anymore, and he just started having this drain tank build where I was like, I want to play this now. And then I started playing this, which is super oppressive. Well, if you haven't seen it, it's basically just a new drain tank Volibear that's come out where you build Unending Despair, you go in Ingenious Hunter and Runes, but let's go into it a little more in depth. So if we take a look at the rune page that we saw Broken Blade run yesterday, he had Grasp of the Undying, makes sense for the trading. Shield Bash, actually, which I didn't expect, because most of the time I've seen it be played with Demolish because of how easy it is for you to crash waves with your passive and just chipping away at the turret. Obviously, you get Shield Bash from your own E, but we'll also get into some of the items that helps you out here. But the most important one is that Ingenious Hunter rune, because that also gives your items CDR, and that means that you can stack tier faster. It means the Unending Despair passive starts faster. And yeah, let's just go straight into the items to actually talk about why it's so important to have this rune. So if we take a look at the items right now, especially Unending Despair, it's just the fact that it drains. And it drains every 7 seconds. But when you have the fact that you have Ingenious Hunter, it just becomes so much slower. You also have the Thimble Winter passive, and it's just super oppressive where you don't die, you have your own W. So yeah, he can be oppressive laner, and also thanks to his shield from his E, you also just get bonus damage, extended trades, healing with the W we already talked about, so much easy to get access to the waves. His passive gives him so much solid wave clear, you can just proxy. It's pretty much just an Udyr where it's easy mode as well. Yeah, and there you have it. If you did not know this item, came in this year, lots of health, lots of armor, ability haste, everything you love on your W as well. And it's just the fact you just continue to have this drain that comes out. So yeah, let's also just go over some examples we have from this Volibear, because he's also great at diving towers thanks to his ultimates. And there's a nice example of BB following us up on his team's engaged to shut down the tower and just secure 2 kills here. As you can currently see it, it's quite easy. It disappeared. Oh, it's on my screen right now. You press R, you run in, You try and chomp some people, you get some slows downs. Why is it good to have slow? Well, Thimble, Winter, you proc that off your Q, you can proc it off your ultimate, you get the slow, you get it off the E, and there's just shield for days. Honestly, play this while it's still as freely as it is, while it's still so easy to play as it is. Like, there's no excuse. It is mega easy most. Going in and try it. It's super fun. It's going to be the most fun you've had with Volibear in ages. But yeah, that's Volibear. That's Volibear. There's more fights apparently, but I don't really care. 80, you can come in back. Yeah, just come back. It's fine. Volibear, disgusting. He's a bear.
What's wrong with that?
Not really anything. It's just, I was just like, it's disgusting, and also he's a bear. I ran out of things to say about it. But yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll see if we'll see some more Volibears today. Our first match is Vitality up versus BDS, and I'd love to hear some hot takes from my analysts. I mean, Vitality, nothing changed there for them. BDS, something did change because Adam was benched last time we saw them.
Yeah, but I think they also played a different style as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing for me.
Wait,
is
one
like,
second.
oh, they're motoring on in. But I really think I'd rather see them lose in the fashion that they did yesterday to G2 than win in what has been traditional BDS fashion. Because bringing in things like the Talia, trying to play a more macro-oriented game, trying to play off of side lanes, these are the things that BDS have struggled with. And as a team, if you really want to evolve and become that next step and go up to that next level, these are what you have to do. You will have to lose, you will have to try and make a few mistakes before you can learn this. And I want to see BDS achieve that. And I think this is the best way for them to do it.
It was also versus G2, and they let Smolder through, so...
You know, those are the things for sure. That makes sense. Yeah. On the other side of it, I was like, how do I come up with a hot take for Vitality? And the best one I could really think about is just, I think Kasi, with the current AD carry meta that we're gearing up to, will be the best AD carry by the end of Spring Split. Oof. And it's just due to the fact that we see these hyper carries coming out with the Seri, the Smolder, these champions where Kasi's already been a player who's been really good at dealing a lot of damage with very little resources. He's a great late game AD carry, and he thrives in team fights. These are some of the stats from Winter. You can see with how little resources he still managed to gain for himself. And now in a meta where we get back to these late game AD carries, I just think Kasi will completely take over.
Yeah, he just needs to die a little bit less.
A little bit.
Him
We've
or
said
Hilly?
that forever. It's his style.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
You can't change everyone, you know. But ahead of the first game today, Lord did have the chance to talk to BDS's head coach, FLICKR. Lord?
FLICKR, thank you so much for joining me ahead of today's game. Let's talk about what happened between winter and spring. Adam came back. We saw what he said on social media. We saw that he made amends and that he wants to work on himself. But what I want to ask you is, how do you help players become better athletes and better people, better teammates? Because it looks like it's what Adam is aiming for here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a day-to-day thing, right? This was more like kind of, I would say, an event that is behind us now. Yeah, I just think that overall we have to set boundaries and rules, right? And as soon as those are not respected, there needs to be action. I think he understood that very well. And as I said, that's behind us now, so we are just looking forward for the future.
Yeah, let's focus ahead and onto what you guys are going to have to do today. You said that versus G2, you tried to display some of the stuff that you guys had been working on. What have you been working on, if you can give me some specifics, and that didn't show yesterday against G2?
I mean, I think when you have a team that used to be a contender, it's important for you to focus on, I would say, basic things, and that's what we did up until now. In order to rack up wins, would it be in best of 1 or best of 3? Now that we went to Worlds last year and we played many best of 5, I think we are not the same kind of team. I think we are up there in the, I would say, top 3 of the LEC. And if we want to be more than that, then we have to, I would say, diversify and be able to play more styles. So.
I wanna hear more about this, actually. Sorry for cutting you off, but what I appreciate so much about BDS is when you talk about the team, you talk about discipline, you talk about method, and we know that the LEC is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and you have to last until the end of the year to hopefully make it at Worlds. Tell me about the philosophy that you have in that sense, and as you said, what you guys should be focusing on, because you're the top dogs of the LEC now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a marathon, right? But it's also something where you have to perform really fast because you only have 3 weeks every split. So we try and secure wins at the beginning, and then we try to go deeper into our strategies for best of 3, best of 5. I think it's the same for many teams, to be honest. But yeah, I would say the format demands you to play it smart in the first games.
It was a nice debut, even though you didn't grab the win yesterday. Any closing thoughts on Vitality today?
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a good game yesterday. I don't think they are anything special compared to their former self in Winter, though. I think if we do have a game plan that is respected, we should come on top.
All right, coach. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck today.
Thank you very much, Striker.